Ladies and gentlemen, this is our third quarterfinal matchup, and it features the team in the white uniforms, Team Pressure, against the team in the black uniforms, Northwest Blazers. Let's meet the teams first. Team Pressure. From Kansas State, number 23, Peyton Williams. From USC, number 24, McKenzie Forbes. From Seton Hall, number 31, Azana Baines. And from the University of Kentucky, number 38, Tonie Morgan. For the Northwest Blazers, from North Carolina, number 21, Carlie Littlefield. From USC, number 22, Talia Von Oelhoffen. From Texas Tech University, number 32, Britt Brewer. And from Jacksonville, number 36, Priscilla Williams. The winner of this game advances to the semifinal round. All right, a couple of teams that we saw 3 times yesterday, of course. Team Pressure, a win in their first and third game, sandwiched around an overtime loss to C2J2. So one of the teams we saw play really high level all 3 games. On the other side, Northwest Blazers got a win the first day against Fantastic Four and then ran into 2 tough teams and 2 tough contests. A 21-16 loss to Hurricanes, followed by a 21-19 loss to Team Flight. And it just shows the pool play games matter, of course, Shaniqua. To get you seeded, you want to have the most favorable matchup possible. But you can throw all those out when we get to quarterfinal round.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're the Northwest Blazers, you were right in the last 2 games of your day yesterday. So looking to have a hot start again today and just keep that momentum going.
Tried to get it into Britt Brewer, instead it's poked away. So here's Team Pressure on offense for the first time. And this is Baines. Lost the ball, good hands on the inside by Von Oelhoffen, led to the steal. Now here's Littlefield, 2-point threat, instead drives this time and will go to the free throw line. Our first foul committed by Team Pressure. Littlefield absolutely exploded in the final game of the day for Northwest Blazers yesterday. 13 points after scoring 4 each of the first 2 games, but just was absolutely scorching hot from the field. Her free throw is on target, and the first on the board is the Northwest Blazers. Forbes driving inside, going up with the left-handed scoring it. McKenzie Forbes answering. And we have a delay of game on Team Pressure, so the ball will go back to Northwest Blazers.
Yeah, after a team scores, that next offensive possession can't be interfered with.
Littlefield tries the 2, that one won't go. Rebound by Baines, and she'll have to dribble it out. Instead goes over to Forbes. 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here's Morgan, crossover, drives, goes up with the left hand. It was halfway down, but rolled out. Now here's Talia Von Oelhoffen. Von Oelhoffen will try the 2 and splashes it home. No stranger to playing in Spokane and the Spokane area. Talia Von Oelhoffen. Forbes quickly took a 2 that would have answered. Instead, Carlie Littlefield comes away with the rebound, kicks it out. Von Oelhoffen fakes the 2 this time, drives inside, goes up and scores again. Kick out Forbes. Forbes, that's a 1 off the mark, tipped up straight in the air by Baines. What an offensive rebounding effort. And then she drives home and scores. 4-2 the lead for Northwest Blazers after the make by Baines. Inside Brewer, and we got a foul as they were trying to get it into Britt Brewer. Goes against Team Pressure. Brewer, 6'5", big target on the inside, like we mentioned, from Texas Tech. Played at 3XBA Spokane last year with the Rim Reapers. Littlefield kicks it out. Priscilla Williams on the floor for the first time in this matchup. Can't hit that shot. Baines the rebound. Now back over to Forbes. Forbes guarded by Williams. Now Forbes lines up the 2 and splashes it home. McKenzie Forbes with 3 quick points. And it's all tied up at 4. Williams inside. Shot won't go. Gets her own miss. And then blocked by Peyton Williams. Second chance shot. And that one won't go either. So a great defensive possession by Team Pressure. Here's Baines. Baines drives. Kicks to the wing. Forbes lines up another 2. Won't go. Tipped. Nice play by Williams. And Baines finishes it. Littlefield. Quick 2. Won't go. Grabs her own miss in the corner. 5-4 lead for Team Pressure. Northwest Blazers on the ball here. Brewer, turnaround, left-hand shot, won't go. Forbes into the corner for clearance. And she'll line up the 2 again and hit it again. 7-4 the lead for Team Pressure, and then a foul committed by Baines. That is their 3rd. Get another look at the three-pointer here, Shaniqua.
Yeah, just a great job of coming off, being ready, hands and feet ready to shoot.
Von Oelhoffen back on the floor for Northwest Blazers. Here she is with the ball, looks over the top. Brewer lost the ball. It's on the floor. Williams gets it over to Forbes. Forbes to Morgan, back to Forbes, looking for a 3rd. Bounced off the rim, won't go. Von Oelhoffen the rebound, takes it out. TVO with the ball here, drives left, cut off by Morgan. Gives it off. Williams thought about the 2. Down to 3 on the shot clock. Williams goes up, and that one won't go. It'll be Black basketball with 1 second on the shot clock, I believe. Unless we had a shot clock violation. And we will have a media timeout, so we'll sort it out here. Talk about these 2 teams. Shaniqua, a lot of money on the line here as you're trying to get into the semifinal round because, like we mentioned, there's money at stake. The 3XBA folks have increased the prize pool. If you win first place today, you win $23,000. Second place takes home $12,000. But if you can get into the semifinal round, you're taking home at least $7,000. So obviously a lot to play for. Like we mentioned yesterday when we were talking to some of these athletes, they don't need to have the money to be competitors, but it certainly doesn't hurt when you got a few extra zeros in the bank account on the line.
Absolutely, and that's not counting the $1,000 for each pool play game from yesterday as well. So we interviewed a couple players, and they all agreed to exactly what you said of we're not here for the money, but let's be honest, it does help.
For sure.
And to see an organization like 3XBA just really invest in these athletes has been something that I've really been impressed with.
So there was a block, and I believe we had a illegal clearance there that time. So you saw Talia Von Oelhoffen take the quick shot because there was only 1 second on the shot clock. Then it was blocked inside the arc, so it did still have to be cleared even though it didn't get to the rim. Williams inside, savvy move as she gets her first tally, and it's a 7-4 lead for Team Pressure, or excuse me, 7-5 I should say, after the basket. Foul here.
Nothing hurt there for Northwest Blazers. I believe that's their first foul of this game.
7-5 lead. Team Pressure back on offense here. In front. Forbes hits the ground. They got to go quick here. Here's Williams. A little give and go action. That one won't fall. Carlie Littlefield back out there for Northwest Blazers. She'll line up. That's a long 1. Banks it home. No, they say it's a 2. Excuse me. That was a 2 for Carlie Littlefield. Inside, Forbes to Williams. And intercepted by Littlefield. Carlie Littlefield off the bench. And with 3 quick points has her team in front. And then a foul committed by Talia Von Oelhoffen, again, second on the Blazers. So 8-7 lead for Northwest Blazers under 6 minutes to go. Team Pressure basketball up top. Tonie Morgan getting ready to start things off here. Here's Forbes, back to Morgan. Morgan off a screen, kicks it out. Baines wants a 2, and the lefty is able to knock it down. And that is a quick score change as it's now a 9-8 lead for Team Pressure. Williams trying to tie it up. and won't be able to. It gets off the right side of the rim. Here's Forbes. Thought about the 2, goes behind the back. Morgan to a cutting Baines, puts it up and scores it. 10-8, I should say now. Foul committed by Forbes on the inside. Team pressure, that is their 4th. As we've got 5:21 remaining. Get a look at the basket here from Azana Baines.
Yeah, great drive baseline there by Tonie Morgan. Baines finds her pocket in the middle of the key.
Von Oelhoffen, elbow jumper, won't go. Offensive rebound, put back up and in by Britt Brewer. In the corner quickly, Tonie Morgan tries the 2, won't go. Williams back out to Morgan, back up top to Forbes. Forbes drives, and shot blocked there by Brewer. Priscilla Williams creates some space in the lane. Shot won't go, gets her own miss. Goes back up with it, that won't go either. Kicked out, and then a foul committed by Talia Von Oelhoffen, the 3rd on the Northwest Blazers. 10-9 with 4:52 to play. Team pressure, leading by 1 on offense here. Forbes, Baines, jab step. Now she'll line up the 2. Bit short, and into the corner, where's the offensive rebound grabbed by Peyton Williams. Now tried to go into Baines. She has to chase it out to the arc and lines up the 2 and knocks it down. 7 points for Azana Baines. And we've got a delay of game on the Northwest Blazers. Get a look at the 2 from Baines. Brewer over to Talia Von Oelhoffen. Team pressure up 12-9. Feed over the top. Brewer can't get that one to go. Tonie Morgan up top. Baines for 2. Got another one. Her 3rd 2-pointer, and it is now 14-9 team pressure. Von Oelhoffen off a screen. Goes inside. Brewer, guarded by Baines, goes up and draws the foul. That'll put Britt Brewer on the line with the 5th team foul against team pressure.
There's a delicate balance, especially on that on-ball screen, of being patient, but also too slow. So you want to come off trying to get downhill, get yourself all the way to the rim if you can. Take advantage of any switches that happen, especially when you have somebody with the size of Britt Brewer who's rolling for you as well.
Big free throw here for Brewer to try and bring it back to a 4-point deficit. And the free throw won't go. But the loose ball, Williams has to clear this out. She does. Inside, back to Brewer. So a chance after the missed free throw, but you got to get moving. Williams goes up and scores it. Priscilla Williams with a big basket for her team. Team pressure still in front, 14-10. Close to 4 minutes still remaining. Williams tries the shot, that won't go. Priscilla Williams now with the basketball. All the way out to Carlie Littlefield. Littlefield drives inside, spins, down to 2, down to 1, and she didn't get off in time, so that'll be a shot clock violation or a travel, whichever was the first whistle. That'll bring us to immediate timeout. 14-10, and you talk about how quick the game can change. You go back to those huge 2-pointers by Azana Baines. When you're racing to 21, a shot that's worth 2 versus a shot that's worth 1 is just absolutely massive.
Yeah, absolutely. But both of those that she knocked down, they weren't rushed. They weren't out of rhythm. They were the right shots for her to take for her team in that moment. So she's just doing a great job being shot ready. And what makes her so dangerous is, yes, she's a shown and capable outside shooter, but she's also just as capable of shot faking, getting to the rim. So that's what makes her such a dynamic scorer and a tough guard.
She's got 9 of her team's 14 points, the other 5 coming from McKenzie Forbes. This will be Northwest Blazer basketball out of the media timeout. They trail 14-10 with 3:24 remaining, and excuse me, it'll actually be team pressure basketball with the lead. Morgan lines a wide open lane to the basket and lays it in. Her first score of the day. 15-10 now the lead for team pressure. Priscilla Williams behind the back at the elbow, goes inside. And an offensive foul called against Britt Brewer. That'll be the 4th on Northwest Blazers and also a turnover. You get a look here at the layup by Tonie Morgan. McKenzie Forbes over the top. Baines, why not? Looking at another one's got another one. 11 points for Azana Baines as they now lead 17-10 with under 3 minutes remaining. Carlie Littlefield looked for the pass on the inside. Underneath it's Forbes. That was a great play by Peyton Williams to lead to that interception. In the corner, Littlefield for 2. Really needed that one. Instead, it's off the mark. And team pressure now back on offense with 2.5 minutes remaining, leading by 7. Forbes is going to draw the foul, and that will be the 5th on Northwest Blazers. And it looks like Northwest Blazers want to use their timeout. Shanika, what do you think is going on in that conversation, in that huddle?
Yeah, I think their offense has gotten a little stagnant. A lot of dribbling, but nothing that's getting you an offensive advantage. If you're going to take 2 or 3 dribbles because you're attacking a closeout, you're getting 2 feet in the key and you're able to kick out or, use your footwork to finish at the rim, that's one thing. But there's been a couple of wasted dribbles, wasted precious seconds off of your shot clock. And then for them defensively, Azana Baines right now is obviously feeling good from the perimeter, and a lot of the action that she's getting is off of a pin down screen into an on ball, and then she's popping, and there's just not a good closeout. Oh, I need to give credit to McKenzie Forbes. That's her play. She's coaching in these huddles. She wants that to be known, and that's fair.
Again, no coaches out there, so everybody's a coach. Tipped out of bounds by Forbes. It'll stay with Northwest Blazers. Again, 2:22 to go. It's the first to 21 or the end of that clock. So team pressure, 4 points away. Northwest Blazers need points and they need stops. They'll try for the first here on offense. Littlefield thought about the 2. Inside, they're trying to get it into Brewer. Turnaround jumper is good from Britt Brewer. So they got the point. Now they need the stop. Here's Tonie Morgan. Over to Peyton Williams on the inside. Gives it back to Morgan. Lost the ball on the way up. Brewer got the ricochet, gets it out to Littlefield. Looking for the screen. Carlie Littlefield. Over to Talia Von Oelhoffen. Von Oelhoffen driving on the inside. Goes up. Can't get the shot to go. Williams the rebound. Over to Forbes. Forbes, Williams, Tonie Morgan. Morgan pulls up in the middle of the lane. Shot won't go. Tipped right back to her, and she goes right to Williams. Good 2-man action right there. And Peyton Williams, a good time for her first point. It's 18-11. Just over 90 seconds to go. Littlefield stops, pops, can't get the shot to go, but chases down the miss. Over to Talia Von Oelhoffen for 2. That's good.
Northwest Blazers needed that one. Big stop here for them if they can get it.
5-point game as we inch down towards a minute remaining. Forbes throws up the shot, missed it, tips it out, and a second chance shot from Peyton Williams. So now the second straight possession she's scored. It's 19-13 with a minute to go. Littlefield for 2. Halfway down and just a cruel bounce out. Morgan crossing over a 2 would win the game. Instead, they go back to Williams. Falling away jumper. That won't go. Tipped around. Brewer over to Talia Von Oelhoffen. Catch and shoot 2. That's good. TVO coming alive here. Back to a 4-point game. 19 and then a turnover. 19-15. So this will go back to Northwest Blazers up top with still 40 seconds remaining. You look at the shot here from Talia Von Oelhoffen.
And that's just off the initial clear. So especially right now, they're starting to make a little run, close the gap. After you score, you got to scramble in defensive transition a little bit better than that.
And we got a technical foul called against team pressure, which will put Carlie Littlefield on the line. This is a free throw and the ball. Still down 4. It's still a 2-possession game, but a chance here with the clock stopped to get a little bit closer. Littlefield with 4 points. Give her 5 as she knocks it down, and they'll go back on offense. 19-16, 40 seconds remaining. Littlefield. Over to Talia Von Oelhoffen. Von Oelhoffen jab steps. Shot clock down to 5. She puts it up. Won't go. Loose ball, and Brewer wins the race for it. Back to a 2-point game under 30 seconds to go. Shot clock still on, still a factor. Baines draws the foul on the way there. That is the 6th foul on the Northwest Blazers. They are out of fouls to give. 20.8 seconds remaining. They need another stop here.
I think that might have been their 5th. So now the fouls are tied up at 5. Nothing hurt.
McKenzie Forbes will run point here for team pressure, leading 19-17. Looking for a 2 to win it or a 1-pointer that would put things really in their favor. Missed that shot. The shot clock will not reset here. They got to get it off. Williams put it up. Shot was blocked, and that'll be a shot clock violation. So 6.4 remaining. Northwest Blazers need a 3 to tie.
2 great contests there defensively by Northwest Blazers. 6.4 on the clock, though, so you're down by 2.
They do not have their timeout. Here's Littlefield. Littlefield over to Talia Von Oelhoffen, gives it back to Littlefield. Clock's running, got to get it off. Brewer to tie. It won't go, and team pressure holds on for a 19-17 win to move on to the semifinal round. What a matchup there, Shaniqua.
Yeah, great job by Northwest Blazers trying to cut into that lead. I think they just started their run just a little bit too late to take that one off of team pressure.
All right, we'll come back with our final quarterfinal and have our semifinal round set when we return here on SWX.